Hello, friends, and welcome to yet another captivating session of Wisdom Zone. And this is Shubro, and I'm quite sure you have guessed it because today I have the second part. After a long time, I'm going to discuss about helpful vocabulary and expressions for business English so that you can incorporate them in your communication and become more confident and professional in your business communication. So it is my earnest request to all the viewers, please watch this video carefully till the end so that you can learn some very important business expressions and vocabulary for your professional communication. And again, it's my request to all the viewers, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait and subscribe to Wisdom Zone so that you can get the first notification of this type of informative videos. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So welcome back once again. As you see on your screen, today I have the second part of helpful expressions and vocabulary related to business communication, and this video is quite imperative for all of you because today I am again going to discuss some important business expressions and vocabulary which you can incorporate in your everyday corporate communication. So before I move forward, let me quickly give you a brief idea about business English. I hope you see on your screen. It is also imperative for the new viewers. So as you see on your screen, what is business English? So let me tell you, business English is a very important skill. Business English refers to English that is used at your workplace, and the phrases, vocabulary and expression which should be used in your corporate communication, that's business English. And business English communication skills are essential for getting ahead at work, to get an edge over others so that you can go up the hierarchy. And to improve your professionalism, you have to learn business English, and which includes so many things: improving your professional business vocabulary, your knowledge, your knowledge of business expressions, idioms, and the way you speak. So today this video is just for you if you are looking for some great business English practice, and this video is just for you. And today I'm going to discuss 10 important business English expressions and vocabulary. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So as you see, friends, the first vocabulary which we have on your screen is deadline, and it is a noun. In fact, deadline is a very important word. It means a particular time by which something must be done. So it is quite frequently used that you should meet your deadline. It is quite frequently used along with the word meet. So you can always say that you should meet your deadline. And as you see the example, the manager said you must meet the deadline. So we use meet along with deadline quite frequently. Okay, so it means a particular time by which something, assignment or task which is given to someone, should be finished. So it's a very important word. I hope it's crystal clear. Up next we will see the second vocabulary for today, that is postpone. Postpone is a verb. It means to delay or to do something later. So as you see the example, the meeting was postponed because of some unforeseen circumstances. That means it was again scheduled for some other time. It was supposed to happen but it did not take place, and it was postponed. That means it was again scheduled for some later time. That is to postpone, to defer something or to do something later. That is quite essential in business communication. You can say that sometimes we have to postpone our work because of some emergency. Sometimes I have to postpone my meeting because of some unforeseen situations. So like this way you can use the word. So up next we will see the third one, that is back to the drawing board. This is an idiom. In fact, it is a very important idiom to be used in business English. So it means to start again from the beginning. Maybe what you have done previously did not work or failed totally, then you say that back to the drawing board and start again from the beginning. So let's see how to use this. Our plans failed miserably. We have to go back to the drawing board. That means the things which we tried to do did not work, and it failed, then again we have to start from the scratch or start from the beginning. That's the meaning of this particular idiom, which is quite useful in business English. Up next, we are going to focus on the fourth one, which is golden handshake. It is used as an expression. Golden handshake. It is a kind of arrangement where an employee is paid an amount for early retirement. So it is also known as VRS in simple terms. We say voluntary retirement scheme or golden handshake. If you want to use a better expression, you can use the term golden handshake, which is VRS or voluntary retirement scheme. So let's see how to use this beautiful expression. He quit his service with a golden handshake. So up next, we are going to focus on the fifth important expression, that is attrition rate. Attrition rate is a very useful term, and especially people who are working in administration or in HR, they must know this term, attrition rate, and it is also known as churn rate. So it means, as you see on your screen, it is given the meaning a rate at which employees or customers leave a company. That is called a churn rate or attrition rate. We can use the term attrition rate also. It is very useful for people who are working in HR department. So you must be knowing it means at which the employees or the customers leave a company. That rate is called attrition rate or churn rate. So let's see how to use it. Let's see one sentence. The attrition rate is too high in the BPO sector. It is quite obvious that the attrition rate is quite high because they have to go against the biological clock and work obviously during awkward times that they have to work in graveyard shift. So up next, let's focus on the sixth one, which you see on your screen is call off, which is a very useful one. Call off is a phrasal verb. It means to cancel a planned event, right? So especially it is used to talk about some planned event that is going to take place, but it has been cancelled. That time you can use this phrasal verb call off in business English. So let's see how to use this. The manager called off today's meeting because of his busy schedule. That means he cancelled the meeting because of his busy schedule. So like this way you can use this beautiful phrasal verb call off. So up next, we are going to focus on the seventh one, that is induction session or training. This is also a very important expression. Induction session or training means an introduction given to the new employees about the company and the process. What exactly is the process, how the work goes on, what is the procedure. So that introduction session is called an induction session or a induction training. So let us see how to use this in a sentence. The HR told us that the induction training will go on for 2 days. So like this way you can use it. Up next, we will see the eighth one, which is pay cut, which sounds slightly scary, isn't that? Pay cut means a reduction in an employee's salary. When there is a reduction or a deduction also, you can say, in an employee salary, that is called a pay cut. So let's see how to use it. Some companies implemented pay cuts during the lockdown. Yes, some company did because of the lockdown, because they suffered a huge loss. So that's why they implemented some pay cuts, right? So I hope it's clear the meaning of this term pay cut, and it is also used very frequently in business English. Up next, we are going to see the ninth one, that is payroll. Payroll means a list showing employees and how much they earn, and it can be also total amount of salary paid to the employees. Okay, so it can mean two things. First is a list that shows the employees and how much they earn, or it can be total amount of salary paid to the employees. That's called a payroll. So let's see how to use it. You see the example, the company decided to modify its payroll after the lockdown. So up next, we are going to focus on the 10th and the last expression for today, that is white collar or blue collar worker. So white collar worker means a person who does the desk or administration or executive work is called a white collar worker. And just the opposite is a blue collar. Someone who does a labor intensive job or manual labor is called a blue collar worker. So both of these terms are very important in your business English. So let's see how to use it. I'm going to give you just one example to make you understand we need both white collar and blue collar workers to progress. So I am quite sure it's clear we need both, obviously executive level workers, administrative level workers, as well as people who are doing labor intensive job or the manual labor. We need those labors, those type of workers also. So we need both here. That means the meaning of the sentence: white collar worker and blue collar worker. So I hope you found this video extremely helpful, because today I discussed some very interesting business expressions and vocabulary. So I'm quite sure it's crystal clear. Try to incorporate them, try to use them confidently in your office, when you're speaking or giving presentation. Try to incorporate them, and that's going to give you a new dimension, or it's going to give you an edge over others. So please try to practice and use them, and also comment below. And again, it is my earnest request, if you want more this type of informative videos on business communication, business expressions in English, and many more on spoken English, please do not forget to subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon, so that you can get the first notification of this type of informative videos whenever they are published. So stay tuned for further informative videos, and do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.